Hi everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. Today I am going to show you the 35th anniversary edition put out by Aliner. Now they have outdone themselves with the blue and the red. Now these Aliners are based on the classic model that they have made for years. It's going to weigh a little less than 2,000 pounds, just like the classic. Now that's going to vary based on options, and so is the price. Price can vary anywhere from about $17,000 up to $22,000, depending on what features you have on it. All right, well, let's get started talking about that 35th anniversary edition. All right, here we go. Okay, so for those of you who have seen our videos, you know we normally start on the inside. On these, because the 35th anniversary edition is the color on the outside and the graphics, we're going to start out here to just briefly describe these, then we'll go inside. So on the 35th anniversary edition, it is identical to a classic trailer, but you have the option of the blue exterior or the red exterior. Now, the graphics also change with your 35th anniversary logo and the stripes on this side, but you'll notice that everything else on this blue trailer is the same as a classic A-liner. The silver extrusions is identical to the classic A-liner, and then this one happens to have the off-road package, and it has the hard-sided dormers. All of that you can get on any classic. But with the new graphics and this great blue color, we think it just makes it very flashy, very cool, and really styles it up. The cost on this is going to add $400 or $500 to your classic on top of the standard options that you might get. Now the red one, again, it is the color that changes on the outside. So this color is actually going to add probably about $1,000 to the cost of your classic. Because it's a red fiberglass and black extrusions and the black diamond plate on the front, that gives it a very sporty look. Now on this unit, what we've added to it, among other options, is the hard dormers and the extreme off-road package. So what that is that's the raised axle and the 15-inch off-road tires that come with the titanium. We have added it on this anniversary edition because we just thought it made a great package. So those are the things that actually create the 35th anniversary edition. You can get the red in any configuration or the blue in any configuration. Just gives it a lot of class, a little different look than what you've seen with A-liner in the past with the white and the gray options. So now that we've seen the change on the outside, let's go inside to see that classic A-liner look of the new 2020 A-liners. So I'm on the inside of this A-liner Classic. Now from the inside, you can't tell if it's an anniversary edition or not. They are going to be literally identical. So let's go through it real quick and talk about the features. I am sitting on the sofa model. There is an option to get a standard mattress here that doesn't actually go up into a sofa, so you have a permanent bed. Most of what Aliner sells has this convertible sofa, and all you do is pull this board straight out, comes all the way to the kitchen, lay these cushions down flat, and you've got a very comfortable bed. The bed is 76 inches tall, so it's tall enough for most people to sleep very comfortably. Alrighty, and then when you're done, you just slide it right back up and you have a sofa for daytime use. I like the tables that are right next to the sofa here. Great for putting your drink down, for any type of storage use that you'd like. Works great. Now, If you notice, I'm actually sitting here under this hard-sided dormer. There's a light right underneath that ledge, so it lights it up very nicely back here. One of the great things about the hard-sided dormer is that you get these sliding windows at the end. These windows open up so you can actually get a front to back breeze. It also, of course, gives you some nice headroom here. A lot of people appreciate the headroom in here. There is an option to do a dormer that's just like this, only the back and the sides are canvas. Why would you do that? Well, some people kind of like the canvas feel. It gives it more of a tenting feel. The other thing is it has a bigger window in the canvas that you can actually unzip, so it lets a little more light in the back and a little more air in the back. Of course, some people are not comfortable with the canvas. That's why they buy an A-liner, so the hard side dormer is a good option. All right, they're very simple to put up and down. So when we're showing you how this A-liner goes up and down at the end, we'll include that dormer. And by the way, you can camp in an A-liner without opening up those dormers. So if you're in a hurry, you stop for the night, you just want to crawl in and go to sleep, there is no need to open those if you don't want to. All right, let's move on and take a look at the kitchen. So the kitchen in the A-liner has the sink on the left, and I love this faucet. It goes up and down so that when everything folds down, which it has to do, right here at the hinge, you've got a nice sink and a movable faucet so you can get some larger items in that sink. A lot of people don't understand that this faucet works by pulling it out instead of up and down, so we get a lot of questions about that. All right, you've got the big window in the back and the corner windows and a countertop right here. Now, if you're using the stove, you noticed at the beginning of this video, we had the stove outside because in the Classic, you have an inside-outside stove. When the stove is inside and you would like to use it inside your A-liner, you set it on the counter, and right back here, you move this cushion in the corner. There is a plug-in for the gas. So you just plug it in right here, set it on top, and you have a stove to use indoors. If you'd like to use it outside, it just sits on the rail outside and clips into the quick connect out there. Very simple to move inside and outside. Now, let's look underneath this countertop. Let's start at this end. Of course, you've got two vents right here under the bed area. And they're actually for the air conditioner and the heat pump. Next to that, this is the breaker and the fuses. The converter here actually converts the 110 power to the 12 volt, and it's very accessible, just stays right out of the way. The cable hookup and the 12 volt hookup are for a television connection. If you're in a park that has cable, of course you'll hook that up on the outside and then hook your television right here. The LP and CO detector is right down by the floor. You will always find those near the floor when they're LP because the gas is heavier than air and it actually can find it quicker that way. All right, in the front of the stove and the sink area, the water heater, the water pump switch, and over here, these are just blank switches. So this is going to come on when you turn your water heater on to tell you that that's on. Once it lights, it'll turn off. But this is a blank switch for a refrigerator vent. If you have a furnace, which is optional in this, then you are going to be able to control the furnace as well as the CoolCat heat pump. Now you do have an option in this to have just a 6,000 BTU air conditioner, which is a window unit that's on the other side that you'll see in some. This unit actually has the CoolCat, which is underneath the cabinet, and that is a heat pump as well. When you have that CoolCat system, which is 11,000 BTUs, it's going to be controlled right here on this Dinette control panel. You can actually toggle on this between the propane furnace, the air conditioner, and the electric heat pump that is part of the air conditioner. So you have actually 3 air options all controlled right here on this touch switch. The 110, of course, is right here. If you are plugged in with a short cord, then this 110 switch will be here to plug in any appliances. Mine would be a coffee pot, but yours could be anything. The refrigerator is a little different than you'll see in the Ranger 12. In this unit, not only do you get the inside-outside stove on top, but you get a larger refrigerator. This is a 3 cubic foot instead of a 1.9. And the difference really isn't the refrigerator space. It's about the same, but you get a pull-down freezer. So that is nice. In the Classic, this is a standard refrigerator. You don't have to actually add that option. Alrighty. So let's go and take a look at the dinette and how it makes into a bed. Now this dinette, it seats 4 people very easily. I like the way the table is a little bit smaller than the actual opening, so it's very easy to get in and out of. Now it also has the dormer up above, and you can see this dormer is huge. Not only do you get the nice window here for airflow, but tons of headroom on this side. I love the feel of this. All right, so the nice leatherette cushions that you'll find throughout the Aliner series now, is very easy to use to make a bed on this side as well. Not as large, of course, but the table comes out completely, and you remove the pole, and you pull the slats from the back of the seating. Once you lay those slats out, these cushions will fill in the space and make another sleeping area. That makes your dinette so useful if you happen to have grandchildren or company. Now there's a few more things we wanted to show you about this dinette area. First of all, there is storage under here with a cabinet door that opens up. You notice it's flush on the floor, so it's very easy to slide a porta potty in there, pull it out for nighttime use, and slide it right back in for daytime. If you're not using a porta potty, this space of course could store almost anything you need. All right. The other thing we wanted to show you is how this table can store, because that's a great feature. This table can actually fit in a slot at the back, which leaves your entire dinette open. Makes a little bit of an open sofa seating here. If you had things you wanted to store maybe in this end while you were traveling, it has another slot on the outside right here where that table can fit in and actually hold whatever you've got stored in here during travel. And just another great design feature by Aliner. So across from the entry door, a little difficult to see, but let's take a look at the microwave that's built in. Now to the left of the door is the microwave. This is a standard feature with this Classic, and it's out of the way, faces the entryway, and has the fire extinguisher below it, but a very nice countertop as you walk in for any extra appliances or anything else that you'd like to store up here on this counter space. There is a compartment right here to store just a little bit more gear in. And let's take a look at this storage space under the sink as well. Got that? Another great storage space is right here in the center of the dinette. You have the cool cat on that side. The water heater is actually underneath the seating on this side, but great space right here in the middle. So these panels actually under the seating can lift up for access, but this is a much easier access to that space. So the 35th anniversary edition is exactly the same as the standard Classic. It just has a really classy look. The blue color, the graphics, everything else is pretty much the same. They did put a cool upgraded handle on it. You've got the porch light right here, little snap button on the bottom, 110 plugs. Now this actually has the 14-inch tires in the off-road version. So the axle is upgraded from a 2,500 to a 3,000 pound axle. And you have the 14-inch tires instead of 13. The inside-outside stove on the Classic, of course this is showing you on the outside. The Quick Connect, instead of going under the seat, actually connects right here underneath. And if you look below, you see the grate right here. That is your Cool Cat heat pump air conditioner. Let's move around to the back of this trailer. The aluminum diamond plate on the back is standard on the trailers. I love the look of this. The bumper on the Classic, you actually have stabilizer jacks standard all the way around, so you've got 4. This is the hard dormer version. We'll show you at the end how to put it up and down. Very simple. LED lights. I love the corner extrusions that Aliner puts on here. Instead of having just a thin little metal piece, they really do a nice wrap extrusion. And it is a molded piece, so you don't have any seams in here. Just seal the edges, and you've got a nice solid corner piece. A little LED light. When you're hooking up to water, you've got an 11-gallon fresh water tank right here. So you would fill the fresh water tank or hook up directly to the hydrant. Either way, works great with these A-liners. This is the water heater. Now it's optional on the Classic as well, but we have it on all of our units here, so a lot of people don't realize that it's an option. This is your shore cord that actually plugs in at the campsite or at your house to give power to the unit. And remember, there is a cable TV hookup on the inside. This is where you would hook up the cable on the outside. A lot of parks actually have cable access, so it's very simple to get that on a TV on the inside. Alrighty. This is the furnace vent on the outside, refrigerator vents on the outside, and the outside shower. Now this is part of the water heater package. It does have hot and cold water and a handheld that lifts right out, so you can use it for anything you need on the outside of this trailer. Great feature. Now right here is the access underneath the dinette for storage. This compartment door has a little spring clip here, locks down, and in front there is a port for a ZAMP portable solar panel. And you could get a solar panel, just put it out there, plug it in, and it's going to be charging your battery. So coming around the front, this one has the silver diamond plate rock guard as well. On the front, you've got a porch light here with the switch on it. I love the handles here because this weighs less than 2,000 pounds, even if you get every option. And so it's very easy to push around on your driveway or even at the campsite. Every A-liner is going to come with a single propane tank. Dual propane is an upgrade, but simple to do, doesn't cost that much. It is a 5-gallon, 20-pound tank, so you can do single or double here. And the battery sits right in front in a battery box. Everything is right here. Your solar panel, if you add that to it, it is not an option with A-liner, but available. Lots of dealers have them available to you. So those portable solar panels, if you plug in on the outside, it will charge your battery. There's no need to actually access your battery. The plug out there goes directly in. It does come with a caster wheel, so it's again easy to push around. And that brings us right back over to the front of the trailer. This compartment is the other side of the dinette. Remember, this has the compartment door on the front where some people like to put the porta potty, just slide it in and pull it out for nighttime use, or you can access the back side of this compartment right here. Now remember, we talked about the off-road package on the blue. On this red, we have chosen the extreme off-road package. Now the off-road package is going to give you probably 3 or 4 inches extra height, a little more clearance. The extreme off-road is going to give you an additional 3 or 4 inches in extra height. It's also going to upgrade you to a 15-inch off-road tire. The axle is still 3,000 pounds, but it is a drop axle, so you get a little more height on it. This is just such a great look. You've got lots of clearance, the red exterior and the black extrusions. Very sporty. So we love this 35th anniversary edition that Aliner has come out with. It is only available on the classic models, and I don't know, check it out at a dealer near you. I hope we've given you lots of ideas on this 35th anniversary edition, as well as what's available on a classic trailer. If we can help you further, or there's something we didn't answer, please let us know. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and you can comment below, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or better yet, just give us a call. We'll be glad to help you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.